Were you nervous going into your first courtroom appearance? Or how does the Marine Corps prepare you for that moment? Because you kind of just get thrown into the fire. Am I wrong in that?
Yes, yes, you do. So after law school, you've already graduated law school. By the time you enter into the Marine Corps, you've passed a bar examination. You're licensed to practice law in some jurisdiction in the U.S. But the Marine Corps is going to send you back to law school. We call it the Basic Lawyer Course at the Naval Justice School in beautiful Newport, Rhode Island. And so you get additional experience in all areas of law of armed conflict, legal assistance, which I don't even, we haven't even really talked about here, but and then military justice. The culminating event at the Basic Lawyer Course, at least when I was there, you do a mock ADCEP, you do a bunch of mock hearings, but the last one is the U.S. v. Stevens case, which I'm certain they're still doing, and it's a case. It's basically a mock trial with two Navy sailors, where the evidence is set up exactly evenly on both sides, and the only way to quote unquote win the case is through advocacy. And they bring in, when I was there, it was students from the Coast Guard Academy, so essentially a real jury or a real members panel of people that very well could be members panels out in the fleet. And after the case was over, they brought in real judges. So we did the mock trial, and then the jury came to a verdict, and then they would explain what that we said or what we did that swayed their decision. So once you go out in the fleet, you've already done one iteration of a trial. Not every single step, but enough of the important ones where you're ready to go. And then when you get out into the fleet, you're working under a senior trial counsel or a senior defense counsel, or whether you're in the Victims Legal Counsel organization or the Office of the Special Trial Counsel, you're going to be working under people that have more experience. And at least when I was in defense, we dual detailed cases. So you'd have I was a first lieutenant, and we'd have a senior captain that was detailed on the case, and they would kind of be the first chair and I'd be second chair. Or I did a trial in this courtroom with my senior defense counsel, who was a major, and then we had another captain and myself. We're all on the case. So you're working under people where they're supervising you, in addition to that additional training that you got at the Naval Justice School. So you're entering the Marine Corps with additional training that civilians don't get. So, I mean, you go to a state's attorney's office, I don't believe that they have a 13-week basic lawyer course where they're doing all that. I mean, I'm sure they have some training pipeline, but the Marine Corps does a good job, and it's a combined school with the Navy and the Coast Guard. Mm-hmm. So you get a little bit of purple time mixing with the other services. But when you hit the fleet, you're already additionally trained, and then you're working under close supervision.